answer the questions and stuff that way. So the other thing we're doing besides OpenID is Creative Commons. So all of our media we're actually licensing through Creative Commons. And you talk about, if I talked about switching programming languages for the 80-year-old man and how confusing that was, Creative Commons has been like me and the lawyers, like every day. And they finally got it, and I think I understand their point of view and stuff like that. But, we're really trying to adhere to the Creative Commons. I printed it out, but I don't have the 4 types that we're using, but they're the very basic. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head what, set they are, like 1.25 or something. Yeah, right here. Yeah, exactly. And so, the funny thing is people in my organization now are like, I love this photo. Can I use it on my website? And like, let me see your, terms and licenses agreement. I'm like, you can look at that all day, but you need to see what the user put on there. And like that, they're like, I don't understand. What do you mean? I'm like, you got to listen to the guy who uploaded the photo or the lady who uploaded the video and what they mark it as. We need to respect it as an organization. Like, don't be pilfering this video to put on like 6 other sites that they say do not share. And so that's another internal thing because we're used to, if Greg sends me a photo on like a public website, it's ours, like for the next 500 years or whatever, whatever our terms and licenses are.
And then you make a cartoon out of it.
Yeah, exactly. And then we got your cartoon out of it. And there's a great Creative Commons video that we license from them and put it on our site, and that's on the upload process. And Creative Commons is another thing you have to explain to people. The average person who's uploading a video has no idea. And so we have a little video talking about it from the Creative Commons people, which is awesome. You guys should go check that out on the website if you haven't seen it. So let's answer questions and get your comments and your feedback and stuff like that.
So since you launched this, how much content have your members created?
So we just launched it last week. No, but good question. And into this week, and so South by Southwest is like our launch party, although we don't have a launch party. We don't budget for that, but you guys are all welcome to grab me and I'll buy you a beer. I'm happy to do that. But you know what I'm saying? But we've already had like 2 or 3 really good videos. Like I got to do a radio interview with some Clear Channel stations in San Antonio. So those of you who are not from Texas, San Antonio is just out of here, basically. And so we got to do some interviews and we had a survivor who came on, and it's like her in her fluffy chair with her dog, and she just tells her story. She's like, I was a smoker, and so like when I got this horrible, horrible cough, I was like, it's my smoking, and she's like, and I kept on, but then it ended up being like, I forget, I don't want to state what cancer she had and not be the correct type, but something totally unrelated to her smoking that was causing her to cough. And so she went to the doctor, they did a chest scan. She had a horrible, horrible, like stage 3 type of cancer. She's in remission right now, but she's still battling it. And she just sits there, and like I completely like slaughtered that story, right? But she sits there, she looks in the camera, and she's just like dead on, and she has her dog, and the dog runs off. And like she's just telling her story. And it is like the most moving thing. Like it's insane. And so she's in South Dakota. She's not even like, I just can't wait to see. But she called into the San Antonio radio station, and they talked to her like 90% of the time. And I was more than happy to just, shut the hell up and let her tell her story because that's what it's about. And every once in a while, I'm like, do we have OpenID? And that radio host would be like, anyway, back to cancer survivor. But, I fully expect to hopefully have like 1,000 people just like her on the site sharing their stories. Or someone who's like in the hospital and is like, this is what chemotherapy is, and it kicks your ass every day. And they just like show it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that that's what the outreach will be. And then when they paste those videos and they go other places, I'm hoping it just kind of spreads like that. Oh, go ahead.
So do you think if this proves to be a success with ACS, that it'll drive more nonprofits? It'll be like an example?
I hope. And I'm not like bragging, but I think we, since we're such a huge organization, a lot of people keep our eye on us real close. That they'll be like, oh, Lance Armstrong is licensing one, or the Heart Association or whoever. I'm hoping it does, and it shows that you can do it in a reasonable budget, using open source, using great programmers, that you can do something like this and have it up and running in like 7 months. I'm not saying it's a bug-free product. We're going to be in beta. was Flickr in beta for like 3 years. They're my example. But you know what I'm saying? So this will be in beta for like a year. But I mean, you know, that's all. What's beta? What's not beta? What's a launch website? What's not a launch website? It's all kind of a, you know, a gray area, I think. So I mean, I'm sure there's lots of bugs and things like that. But I do hope that other people take it and run with it. And I think it's a good concept. And we've just had good luck to get it out on that time period. We're supposed to launch in November. You know, like, and we totally missed that date, but I'm totally fine with that because we have a much better product.
Question and then a minor suggestion. The question is there any thought about using the Relays for Life as kiosks for story sharing for some of the survivors?
Were you like in our last meeting on Wednesday? No, but then.
No, but I've been to Relay for Life, and it's
cool.
just phenomenal.
I love your shirt too, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, no, we want to do that. It's just like a matter of so Relay for Life is like a fundraising event where people walk the track for 24 hours, and like, you know, Rich and I would have a team, and we'd be like, hey, we're gonna stay up all night and raise money for cancer, and like one of us would always be on the track walking and stuff like that. People give money. We have them all over the place. It's like the world's largest fundraiser, basically. And in Second Life, if you guys are in Second Life, the Relay for Life in Second Life is coming up in about like a month or something like that, or 2 months, and we're the largest fundraiser in Second Life.
Yeah, $40,000 the first year, and then went up from there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And our goal is like $150,000 real world dollars, something like that.
Yeah.
I probably run out of time.
Yeah.
To wrap it up. But anyway, so yeah, I think that model's there. We want to have people capturing their stories because that's where the stories come from, is our events and the people who attend them.
One minor shout out. You mentioned Creative Commons. This week, Flickr announced a nonprofit program where they're giving away Flickr Pro to any nonprofit.
Damn, I will be fine.
Anyone interested in a Creative Commons session later?
Sure, you should actually.
All right, well, thank you guys. David Nab, fispace.org is our blog where we cover nonprofits and technology and stuff like that.
What is it?
fispace.org. So yeah, thanks y'all, and email me, grab me, I'll be here for a while. Great.